Hey everyone, today's video is about when you have an argument with him. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You stood in the middle of the training ground, arms folded, and a scowl etched onto your face. Your eyes narrowed at the figure in front of you. Bakugou, your hot-headed and explosive boyfriend. It had been a long and grueling day of hero training, and tensions were running high between the two of you. Why the hell do you always have to be so damn reckless, Katsuki? You shouted, your frustration bubbling over. Reckless? I'm not the one holding back during training. Bakugo shot back, his own anger evident in the sparks that danced around his hands. I am not holding back. I just don't want to see you get hurt. And that is different. You retorted, your voice thinned with concern. Bakugo's eyes flared, and he gritted his teeth. I don't need your protection. I can handle myself just fine. But that's not the point. We're a team, Katsuki. We should be looking out for each other. You snapped. Weakness does not belong in the hero world. He bellowed, his explosions intensifying. It's not weakness to care about someone, you idiot. You shot back, refusing to back down. The two of you stood there, anger and frustration filling the air around you, like an electrical storm. You loved Bakugou fiercely, but sometimes his stubbornness and pride got in the way of rational thinking. He glared at you, his gaze never faltering. You don't understand. This is who I am. I can't change that for anyone, not even you. Your heart sank at his words, but you refused to let him see how much they hurt. I'm not asking you to change who you are, Katsuki. I just want to be safe. Is that so wrong? His expression softened, slightly, but he quickly masked it with a scowl. It's not that simple. I know it's not. You replied, your voice much gentle now. But we're partners, and I can't bear the thought of losing you. Bakugo's fiery aura subsided a bit, and he looked away, a mix of emotions crossing his face. I don't want to lose you either, but I can't be weak. Not even for you. You're not weak, Katsuki. You're strong, and that's why I love you. You said, stepping closer to him and placing a hand on his cheek. But you don't have to go through that all alone all the time. Let me be there for you, just like you're there for me. He hesitated for a moment, his conflicted feelings evident. I don't want you to see me as a burden. You could never be a burden to me. We can be strong together, Katsuki. That's what love is about. You whispered, your heart pounding. For a moment, it seemed like he might push you away, but then he sighed, his tense shoulders relaxing a fraction. Damn it. Why do you have to be so damn stubborn? It takes one to know one. You teased, a small smile tugging at your lips. Bakugo's lips twitched into a reluctant grin. Fine, but you better not get in my way during training. You chuckled, revealed that the tension was finally dissipating. Deal. Just promise me you'll be careful, okay? He rolled his eyes, but there was a warmth in them that he told you he understood. Yeah, I promise. With that, he wrapped your arms around his neck and pulled him into a tight embrace. Bakugo stiffened for a moment before relaxing in your arms, returning the hug with surprising tenderness. I love you, Katsuki. You whispered into his ear. Yeah, I love you too, idiot. He mumbled, but there was no mistaking the affection in his voice. From that day on, the two of you continued to clash and argue, as passionate as ever. But you also learned to compromise and support each other in equal measure. Your love was explosive, just like Bakugo's quirk. But both of you found a way to make it work, standing side by side as a team and as two people deeply in love. As the weeks passed, you and Bakugo settled into a more harmonious routine, both in and out of the hero training grounds. The fiery arguments were still present, but they were balanced by moments of tenderness and understanding. One evening, after an intense training session, the two of you walked hand in hand back to the dorms. The sun was setting, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. Despite the physical exhaustion, your heart felt light simply because you were with Bakugo. You know, for someone so explosive, you do have a soft side, he said with a grin, nudging his shoulder playfully. Bakugo huffed, looking away, but not pulling his hand out of yours. Shut up, I'm not soft. You totally are. You teased him, giving him a quick flick on the cheek. He pretended to be unfazed, but a faint blush spread across his cheeks. Whatever. As you reached the dorms, Bakugo stopped in front of your room, but you tugged on his hand, leading him inside. Come in for a bit. I want to talk to you about something. He raised an eyebrow, but followed you without protest. Once inside, he sat down on the bed and patted the space next to you, inviting him to sit as well. What's on your mind? Sometimes when we argue, feels like we're just shouting at each other without really listening. Don't you think so? I know we try our best, but I still want us to be able to understand each other better. You're right. I guess I'm not great at talking about my feelings. Well, I know it's not easy for you, but I want us to work on it together. Alright, we'll work on it. Thank you. With that, a new level of understanding and trust opened between you and Bakugo. We made a conscious effort to communicate better, to listen to each other without judgment. It wasn't always easy, but it worked. Together, you faced the challenges that came your way, and you stood as an unbreakable team, feeling each other's passion and love. And that was all that mattered. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.